can you just talk about your guys' just talent level to be able to rotate in there? Harbaugh said that you're playing close to the level of Ryan Glasgow right now.
Yeah. I mean, for the last 4 years or 3, I mean, we've always had good depth. And going along those lines, I mean, Coach told us all camp, all spring, you know, you got to be ready to play just as good as the guy who, if you're second string, play just as good as the guy who's starting. And, you know, Monet went down, so that gave me the opportunity to come in and start the game, and I wanted to go out there and play the best I could.
If I could follow up, just the playing, you know, DJ, I guess, was a little bit more vocal with you guys from what we've heard. Don doesn't seem, you know, maybe not as vocal, but at the same time, he seems like he's the type of guy who will like tackle you on the spot. Can you just kind of tell me how the personalities of the defensive coordinators have shaped you as a player?
They definitely shaped us. I mean, they're both pretty vocal guys. Yeah, Durkin probably was a little more vocal, but both very passionate. You know, I mean, Chase would probably help me out on this too. What do you think?
He was definitely more vocal, but at the same time, you know, Coach Brown's vocal in a different way, and he's not as much of a, you know, rah-rah guy as, you know, you get out there and do what you got to do, and take care of your business, but at the same time, he'll get after you just the same. You know, if you're messing up or you're doing good, like, you'll know it.
Back to the front row, all the way to the left, Chris.
Wilton, following up on that first question, when that happens, did that strengthen your resolve, or what was going through your mind at that point? I mean, you didn't think about transferring, right?
No, at that time, no. He was kind of taking shots at everybody and just trying to get all, like, I guess, the softer guys out because he was new and he needed to come in and make a statement. So no, transferring after he said that didn't really cross my mind. Obviously, I didn't like hearing it, but or having it on HBO for the whole country to see. But nah, that never really crossed my mind and just made me work harder.
Second row, middle right, Max.
Is that the kind of motivation that you respond well to? I mean, are you someone who likes to be kind of screamed at, or do you like a different approach?
At that point, yeah, I probably needed it the most. I think any off season, that's when I think coaches are more in that mindset of just beating you down, toughening you up. But once you get into season, like especially as the starter right now with Coach Fish, it's more of like a business type relationship where we bounce things off of each other, and he asks me what I like and stuff like that. So it's not so much screaming; it's more talking through things now.
Second row, middle, John.
Wilton, Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week, whether that means anything to you or not. Talk about how, if you harken back to that moment, you were talking about how much more in command of really everything you are right now.
Yeah, it's a cool honor, but it's just a reflection of how the whole offense was clicking on Saturday and how the receivers, the tight ends, everyone was catching every pass, and offensive line was blocking well, and the play action was working. So that's a cool honor, but it should pretty much go to the whole offense.
Right in front to the left, Larry.
With this offense leading it, I mean, does it almost feel like a video game where you're just, you know, pushing all these buttons and everything seems to work?
I think the coaching staff does a good job of getting us close to that, but at the same time, nothing against Hawaii or Central Florida, but we've got tougher tests ahead, and I don't want to go in or get that far ahead of ourselves saying it's like a video game, but we're going to continue to work hard on our game plans and make sure that we dial up the right plays at the right time.
Back to the front row left, Chris.
For both of the defensive guys, the quarterback got out a few times. How do you resolve that? Is it easily resolvable, and is it just a matter of staying in the rush lanes?
I think it's just all of us working together on the D-line. A lot of times our rush lanes get a little hectic, you know, different guys doing different moves. One guy goes inside, one guy goes outside. So I think if we just get the communication better in the upcoming weeks, we'll definitely improve.
I'd agree with that. Sometimes, you know, stuff happens and you make full speed decisions out there, and they get out. You're playing against great athletes. You know, it doesn't matter who you play. We're all Division I players here, and you're making full speed decisions. Sometimes all they need is a couple feet and they're gone. And Coach Harbaugh talked about their speed, so they had some weapons on their team, and we got to go back to the drawing board basically and assess where we went wrong. And we will need to make sure the mistakes we made in this game don't happen against Colorado.